Hello friends, pro-life leader Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary. And today I want to review what I did on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, October 11th, 12th, and 13th of 2023. So I was up early in the morning on the 11th, did some desk work, and then got a ride to the airport, Orlando Airport, to take a flight up to White Plains, New York. I was scheduled to be there for a home visit, so I visited with my mom. Now I did some work as usual in the car and at the gate on the plane, and among the topics I dealt with in that work were plans for upcoming trips, plans for Right Side Broadcasting broadcasts, election volunteer questions when we do our seminars. Some of you follow up with us with questions, and we appreciate that. Preparing for a prospecting mailing package to get new people familiar with our ministry. Follow-up email on the elections, a work in regard to the Bible and abortion page on our website, some work with staff in regard to advertising that we're doing, work in regard to parish faxes. We send out faxes to all the parishes across the country. Periodically work on a new lifenews.com article, and scheduling matters for board meetings of the National Pro-Life Religious Council, of which I am president. Landed in New York in the afternoon, got one of my favorite things at the local Portchester seafood place, namely some lobsters. Had lunch with my mom and saw my brother as well, and we just had some family time, visiting time. It was a nice day outside. Sitting in the backyard, and then dinner together later on, periodically checking in with my office and continuing on email topics like the ones I just mentioned. Thursday the 12th, there at home, again visiting with my mom, doing some work on my computer, dealing with, in the morning, a new article I wrote for the Gateway Pundit. You could see it posted there. Some approval of handwritten items for our high donors, and that's handwritten letters that we send them. Pastoral team meeting plans coming up. Catholic Online School, I do courses there about the pro-life movement and pro-life spirituality. Preparing the award plaques. I approved the wording for January for the prayer service and the National Pro-Life Recognition Award that we're giving to Bishop Strickland and Sister Dee Dee and Mark Houck. You can come to that on the morning of the March for Life. Candidates and abortion. Preparing some key talking points and things for candidates to keep in mind. We're in communication and will be with a lot of other pro-life candidates. 40 Days for Life Symposium for next year, making some plans to participate in that. Pro-Life Vote, that is our election-related effort where you're going to be seeing that name more frequently, Pro-Life Vote. The Michigan March for Life coming up, making some plans for that. All you good folks in Michigan, I'll be there with you. And approval for emails that we are sending out. The work continued on Thursday the 12th as I connected with some of our staff at 11 a.m., our executive manager and finance manager. Just had to give them some guidance on some matters and have them answer some questions for me. Then later on, I had a meeting with our executive manager and executive director just on some administrative plans, visiting with my mom in between, and we had lunch once again. And then in the afternoon, I had another administrative meeting with Mark and with our executive manager, just a lot of good forward-looking projects and plans, and then continued visiting with the family in the evening, including with my brother. And then Friday, the 13th of October, got an early flight, left the house about 5 in the morning, and went to the airport there in White Plains, flew back to Orlando, some work on the plane, reading mostly. I spent time reading on the plane, and then once I landed, I was on the phone from the airport to my office with various staff members. Once I got to my office, right away had unpacked a little bit and had a phone call with Our executive director and our Silent No More awareness campaign partner, Georgette Fournier, the head of Anglicans for Life. We're making some plans moving forward, including discussing the Pennsylvania March for Life. Friends in Pennsylvania, I'll be with you for that on Monday. And then I had a working lunch with our social media coordinator, and we always have some good brainstorming sessions when we do that. Came back, had to do some email work at my desk during the course of the day, like requests for interviews, attendance at the 115 Forum Leaders meeting that we coordinate, communication with Legatus. Now, if you're a member of Legatus, let me know, because we've got some things that are going to be coming out about Legatus, and a little bit of a review of our pro-life history with that organization and some guidance for you on that. Flu vaccine exemption letter that somebody needed for their child. Talking with some of our attorney friends about proactive, going on the offensive with legal battles against the pro-abortion movement. Priests for Life will be more and more involved in that kind of thing. Our executive director, Janet, had an article, an opinion piece in the Washington Times, which was great. Did some follow-up with that. Pro-life leaders Zoom meeting that we had the previous day about the state ballot initiatives that the baby killing industry is introducing to distort the constitutions of these various states. Did some follow-up to that leaders meeting as well. Let's see, I had to go into the studio here and tape some, what did I have to tape? I taped a Daily Diary segment. Had to plan for some taping for the Praying for America show. First, I had a meeting with our technology department and social media department. That was at 3:15. And then at 4 o'clock, I was here in the studio to do some taping. And then in the last, finished that at 4:45. In the last 45 minutes, when staff were still here, I had various meetings to catch up with them on work. After that, I read through the various staff end-of-day updates and brought the day to a conclusion. Went to bed early, actually, to get a good night's sleep. So those are what I did on October 11th to the 13th. Fruitful days for the progress of our work. You know, a lot of it is just tedious, detail-oriented, monotonous work, but it's all very exciting because we know what the outcome is. The pro-life message is getting out there. We get lots of feedback about that, and I hope your pro-life work is similarly blessed and going well. God bless. Thanks for following these updates. We'll talk to you soon.